call it views table because we want to use that table to track all the views. So I'll just come here and up arrow key and change this to views, create underscore views. Alright, table. So we're going to track which video has this user watched, alright, or which course have they taken. We just want to use it to track that. Alright, so now it is created. If we back here, we're just waiting for it to create. So we're good, it is created. If we come here and click on create views table, we'll see that views table has already been created. So cool. So now we're going to view something. We're going to know first of all the user that is making the view. So user, we're going to do integer, and then we'll say user ID. We want to know the user that is viewing what. Alright, and then we can say table. We'll start tracking other things. We want to know what they are viewing, integer. What they are viewing, they could be viewing another user profile. We can say user account ID. That is the profile of some other user. We want to know how many people viewed your profile, so I'll make it nullable. Okay, it could be empty because it may not be a profile that they're viewing. And then we're going to check the next thing. For instance, they could be viewing a category ID, or they could be viewing a course. But the most important thing, the most important reason we're doing this is we want to know the particular item they're viewing. We want to track the user's progress. So if you come to a certain course, let's say the course has 10 different videos on it. If you take 5 out of those videos, if you've watched 5, if you come back tomorrow, you should be able to see that you have already watched 5 of those. Alright, it should be obvious straight up that you've watched 5 of those. The remaining 5, alright, that's what we're trying to track. There could be other things that we could track in the future, but this is just sufficient for now. Alright. Okay, one thing we need to confirm is that course has views and view count. Let's say course, not course user. Payment, not payment, items. Items should have views. We need to know how many people in total that has viewed this item. Yes, we can find it out from views, but as you will realize as we go on, it could be better to just track it straight up. We can say view counts. Even if you don't understand, don't worry, we're gonna get to that. So we're gonna say default is 0. Basically, every time somebody opens this item or views it, we're going to add it to view count. Alright, if we add it to view count, we are going to mark that that individual has seen it here. We're just going to put the user's ID and view the put the course ID or item ID. Now, why we're doing it in 2 places is so that we don't have to run a lot of queries whenever we want to retrieve it. Otherwise, we could just do it only here, but it will demand that we run a lot of queries before we can see that. Alright, let's just confirm that items have view count, yeah, and like it's integer, and then I'll just have to copy the view count and pass it on to some of other things. We don't need view count in comments. We need view count in categories. Okay, it's already there, and we need that in courses. View count, it's already there. Beautiful. And users, maybe we should just check how many people that has viewed this profile. I think it sounds cool to know how many people that have viewed this profile. Okay, so we're good. Now we're gonna do what we did earlier. Remember when we we ran a single command, and the command went to our database and created all the tables we had in our migration. This is a perfect time to run that again. Alright, so I'm gonna do Ctrl+C to end this. Okay, so I'm gonna do PHP Artisan migrate. It's gonna take, if we don't add fresh, we have to do :fresh. Remember what :fresh does? It deletes everything in your database and recreates all of them again. If you don't do :fresh, it's gonna give you an error. and now we have an error. So okay, so syntax error says violation, invalid default value for status in where it's really difficult to know where this is. Syntax error violation, payments. Okay, so default value for status in payments. So let's go to payments, status. Okay, status was tiny integer here. Oh cool, I think we should just make it string. I think strings is okay. So we come over and run that command again, up arrow on my keyboard, and hit enter, and everything seems to have gone perfectly well. So let us see what has happened in our database. So if we go to our Laravel database, we need to log in, click OK. So here we've done that. See how many tables it created: categories, comments, courses, course user, items, migrations, payments, users. See, we're good to go. We're 100% good to go, right? Okay, so now we're gonna pull off the magic we were talking about. So you need to go online and search for InfiOM Laravel generator. So if you search for InfiOM Laravel generator, you search for it on Google. That's exactly what we're looking for. So you see InfiOM Laravel generator docs. That's what we're looking for. So this is basically like a plugin we will add, and it will automatically create the whole what do you call it, HTML or .blade files for us, and also create our controllers and create our models. It's just amazing, as you'll find out very soon. So this is the page. Now if you just scroll down, you see a lot of things you can do, core features, whatever. I'm just going to show you. Just click on start installation. Okay, installing via boilerplate fresh code. So first of all, we need to go to a composer.json and add this. Alright, inside the require method, we're going to add this. So I'm going to copy exactly this, copy, then go look for composer.json, and composer.json should be here. Let me show you where exactly that is. So if you scroll all the way down, you will see it somewhere here. You see composer.json. We'll click on it once, and then it has opened. We'll look for the require. See where we're looking for this require field. I'll put a comma here, put a comma, hit enter, and then Ctrl V what I copied. So this is what we're going to add. Save, Ctrl S, and we're good. Okay, so the next step is see if you want to generate Swagger annotations. Yeah, we want to generate everything. Copy this and add to. So comma, enter, Ctrl V, and we're good. And we keep going down. If you want to use generate from table option, yes, we need that. That's exactly the main thing we need. We copy this, copy, and now we've copied that. We're gonna go right here and put a comma, hit enter, and paste. Beautiful. Now one more thing we're looking for is to run composer update. So we'll copy this, we'll go to our command prompt right here, right click, paste, or you type it out, composer update, hit enter, and we're gonna wait for a short while. It will go on the internet. Make sure you have your internet connected. It will go to on the internet and install all these things. All these other things that we added now is going to install all of them from the internet. It's going to take a few seconds to a few minutes, but while it's going on, we're going to do some other things. So we're going to go to config folder, look for app.php, and add this in the service provider section. So I'll copy these files, copy, and go to config folder and look for app.php. See config folder, app.php is the first. Now we're looking for services. We scroll down. I want to scroll this. Okay, down. Okay, now we have providers, right? You can add it at the top though, but I like to add it at the bottom. Right here, hit enter, Ctrl V. We've pasted. See, save, Ctrl S, and right here we have the next thing we have to add in the add, it said add the following alias to add. In the aliases section, I'll copy this, Control C, come down in the app.php folder, come down, look at the aliases section, scroll down. At the bottom there's already a comma, so I don't need comma. Hit enter, Control V, Control S to save. Alright, so the next thing is we're going to run this publish vendor, copy. Now to run that, we need to wait for Composer update to finish. So I'm going to pause this video until Composer finishes updating, then we're going to run the publish. Alright, so we have concluded the installation from the internet. Now we can continue with the rest of the application development. So here it is written, I think I should zoom in so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Here it is written, and it is said that thou shalt install this. So we copy this, go to this place, right click, paste, and click publish. This tool is asking us a very important question. It said which provider or tags would you like to publish? So these are different things we can publish, but we want to publish everything. So we're going to put 0. 0 says publish files from all providers and tags listed below. When you become very advanced and understand this thing very well, you can start choosing which ones to install. But for now, we want everything. So I'm going to put 0. So I put 0. You see, hit enter, and we're good. Everything is complete. So we get back to the page and start following it. It says update all API routes. So we're going to go to app folder, providers folder, and look for route service provider, and then update this particular function. So we're going to copy this and replace whatever we find in this function there. So app providers. So we'll go here, scroll up, look at the app folder. We're looking for providers, app service provider. Then we'll look for here, just to confirm that we're in the right place. You say go to route service provider, route service provider. So we're looking for here. So this is what we're looking for. As you can see, that's what they have here. It said update map API routes. So we're just going to remove everything here and replace it, but I want to paste it below so you can compare first. So it is below. As you can see, the first two lines are the same, but then there was something else that was added, you see. So we're going to delete what was here before and leave this one. Control S, I've saved. Then we have added as prefix to separate out this, that, okay. Customize configuration optional. Okay, so we're gonna publish generator stuff, PHP Artisan inferior generator. We're gonna publish that. So right click, paste, publish, and this is cool. And then it created a lot of files. All these things we're doing are creating a lot of files, as you will see. But let's just continue. This is publish layout command. Now this is going to, what you have to note is that Laravel 5.7 comes with Bootstrap 4, in case you've not noticed. So if you go to, I think in the public folder, and we look at the CSS, and we look at app.css, you will see that it says that this is Bootstrap 4.1. You understand? So Bootstrap is a framework for designing websites at the front end. Now if you don't know how to code Bootstrap 4.1, because Bootstrap 3 is more popular and is now being phased out. If you don't know how to use Bootstrap 4.1, go to my channel on YouTube. So go to youtube.com/c/brainterm.org, brainterm.org, you see. So if you go there, you will see, or just go to YouTube and search for Brain Temple Tutorial TV, you will see it. So you will see my channel on YouTube, and from there you will see my Bootstrap 4.1 tutorial. It's free. It's about 50 videos. In that video we cloned Udemy, udemy.com. So we cloned udemy.com from scratch using Bootstrap. It will perfect your understanding of Bootstrap, and I can tell you by far it is the most detailed Bootstrap 4.1 course right there. Okay, so this is the channel. When you open it, you will see a red button here to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe first, then you can scroll down and see the Bootstrap. Look at the Bootstrap 4 tutorial. See 55 videos. Now another way to see it is to click on playlists. If you click on playlists, you'll see Bootstrap 4 tutorial. Alright, so that's one place you can always get tutorials. So if you're watching this video at all, even if you know Bootstrap 4.1, you need to follow my channel on YouTube. So we're now in this page on InfoUM. Remember, we clicked publish layout, so we now want to publish. The first thing it's telling us to publish is this. We're going to copy this and run. Copy, go here, paste, publish layout. It's going to take a few seconds and it's going to be done. So it's asking us now, app.blade already exists. Do you want to overwrite it? Yes. You say yes. It's redesigning our site. Okay. Say home.blade already exists. Do you want to override it? Yes. Login.blade. Yes, we want to override. Which other one? Register.blade. Yes. So all these things it's doing is redesigning the site. You will see the new design very soon. Email. Yes. Just type Y. Yes. 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 Everything. Yes. Yes. Existing route detected. Should we add standard routes? Yes. Home control already exists. Yes. Everything is done now. Okay, cool. Next step is saying this command generates following files. Okay, we already know what it does. Like I told you, it does a lot. I don't want to start wasting time by walking you through. Okay, so now the next thing is menu configuration. You know, this is building. What we're doing now is automatically building a website for us. So this is the menu. This right part is the menu of the website. So it's asking us how to configure it. So it's asking us whether it should automatically generate menu. We want to say yes. So we're going to go to copy this. So go to config InfoUM Laravel generator.php and make this option to be enabled. Alright. So we're going to go to config folder, InfoUM Laravel generator.php, and we're looking for menu. If you scroll down, you'll see menu. Usually I like to just search because there are so many settings here. What I do is Ctrl F, then type menu. Okay, see menu. So it's asking should it enable menu. It is true, so we just want to confirm. You see, add-on menu is enabled true, so it's enabled by default. So we keep going. Is where add-on.menu.file is where menu for particular model will be added. If you want to customize it, then you can customize it to be respective with your views. Okay, we're good. So now we are going to do I think the next step is to go to getting started. So in case you're wondering what has been happening so far, let me just show you. We're somewhere here. Laravel site. These are Laravel site. Let me refresh it. So it's refreshing. It has refreshed. So let's go to login page. Click on login, and it is opening. So can you see it? It has designed a very beautiful login page for us, different from the one we had before. All right. Same thing with the register page. The sign up page that we had before. See, it has redesigned a sign up page. Very beautiful, clean sign up page. We just need to get in and start editing all these, the texts. But the whole of this thing is now well designed. You see, very beautiful. So, but we're not done yet because we need to design all other pages. So you get to getting started generator commands. First thing is teaching us how to what it does is basically we run a command in the command prompt here. This is our command prompt. We run a command here. It will go to a database, study the table we have in a database, then it comes back to our Laravel app and designs the pages according to the table in the database. Alright. So we're going to find the best way to do that. We're going to do that from table in the database. You can do this from console or from file, but since we already have a table in a database, that's where we'll do it from. Click on input from table. So here we are in input from table. So you can also specify your own custom table name. Generate from table. This is what we're looking for. So we copy this and we start generating one after the other from our table files. So if you go to our database, we have the first table as categories. So we'll come to the command prompt, right click, paste. The table name, we'll delete this part, last part. The table name is category. categories. Alright, then we go back to the model name. Remember I told you that model names are usually singular of the table name and capitalized. Alright, they start with capital letter, so it's going to be capital C category and a singular category. Alright, so we hit enter. It's going to take a few seconds, within 2 to 5 seconds, and it has created everything for us. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it's created so far. It is showing us the file it's generated, but let me show you what it looks like. If we come to our Laravel app, which is here, and we do slash categories, hit enter, you see it has created this for us, a list of categories page. So we're going to do this for all the tables, so we're going to do that very fast, and we do it for comments. So we get right here, back, up arrow key, change this to comments, you see. So we come here, remember, guess what it will be? It's going to be in capital C and singular comment, enter. And we're going to do exactly that for courses. Alright, so same thing. Usually I like to have like 2 different windows open so that this thing doesn't waste my time. So we're going to do courses and course. So if you design your Laravel app this way, it's going to save you a lot of time. Okay, a whole lot of time. We're going to do course user items. So by now you should guess how we're going to name the table for course user. Alright, so remember it is course underscore user, both in singular. That's a table name, but if we come here, we're going to call it course capitalized. You see, the model names are usually capitalized and singular, course user. And we're going to do items. Then we will not do migrations, we will not do password resets, but we'll do payments. So we're going to do for items, hit enter. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing for payments, for users, and then for views. Payments, then we have payment, then we do for user, users, user, then we do for views. Views is the last one. Remember that this is just a basic course website. After we finish building it, you can start adding new features. All right, you can create a new table, come do this what we're doing right here, and then be able to add new features. So it's allowed, you can do that. For now, I just want to make sure that we get through the basics, get the basics out of the way. Alright, so everything has been done now. It is now time to go look into our Laravel folder to see what was achieved. So right here we're going to see that in the storage, in resources, so if you go to resources, go to views folder, you will see that a lot of things have happened. So I'm just trying to drag this up a lot has happened. See, in views folder we have layouts. So this has not updated. We'll click on refresh, resources, views. Okay, so now it has updated. You see, we have categories folder, comments, courses, all those tables we ran in the command prompt. You see, that's created all these files. So let's see what's in each folder. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 files, or 8 files. 7 files per folder. All these things are things that would have taken us weeks to create, and we just did it in few minutes. All right, so each one, this is the file for creating the form, this is one for updating it, and so on. Another thing it created is, if we go to the route file and go to web.php, what do you think we're going to see? We're going to see that it has created so many routes for us. Look at so many routes for us. This is beautiful, very, very beautiful, and it solves a lot of our problems. And now we can go and start browsing around our website, because it created menu tool. Because if you look at views and you go to, I think, layouts, you're going to see sidebar and menu. You see, it created a very nice menu. See, list of all those apps on very nice menu. So what we're going to do right now is to go see for real what it looks like. We come here and we click on home, or I will need to log in. So it takes me to log in. I've forgotten what my password is. Damn, what the hell was my password? I have forgotten. So, but it's good. As you can see, it's already giving us cool error reports. I have forgotten what my password was. Alright, given that I've forgotten, I'll create another one. Let me create another account. The email, I'll just modify the email a little. Let's say 2. Copy it though. Password. And password again. Hit enter. Agree to terms. Yeah, we don't have any terms, but it created it for us. Click register. And guess what? Beautiful website, very beautiful. You see, this is the website it created for us. Website with all these categories is still loading. When it's done loading, you'll see icons here. You see, this is what it looks like, very beautiful. And these are categories. If I click on category, you see all the categories. So if I want to add a new category, I'll come here and click on add new. You see, there is the name, the description, the view count. And remember that if we go to our database and click on categories structure, what we're going to see is what? Name, description, view count, you see. But then the rest of these are hidden. The time it was created, the time it was updated, deleted. So you see, this thing is a very intelligent system, and it also looks at the variable type to know how to create it. And remember that the ID field is hidden. Let's see. There is no ID field. It has already hidden it by default. Very smart. Very, very smart. Alright. And let's create a category. Category could be e-commerce. E-commerce. This is the category for creating e-commerce apps. Okay. Or courses. We're going to hide this so that our app will automatically update the view count, but I just want to put one here for now. Click save. So we're creating a new one, a new category. See, it has created, and it has automatically given us the message successfully created. Very beautiful message. And then look at the list of categories. It now has the first one as e-commerce. We are now seeing the description. You see, there's the view count. One already. Then we can see, we can view more of it, we can edit it, we can delete it. This is just awesome, especially knowing that it has created all this. You see. Alright, it's the same way with all these other menu that you're seeing here. It just did a whole lot of work for us, a whole lot. So we need to add this field. Remember that we made a mistake. We didn't add the soft delete to users field. Look at in our database, migrations, users, there is no soft delete here. So this is our error. So I'm going to add soft delete somewhere. Copy soft delete, copy, go to users and add it. Now I've added soft delete. What I can do is go back to our database and manually add it, because if you run migration again, it's going to wipe everything again. I don't want it to wipe everything. Alright, I have to manually add a deleted at field for users. So this is the sample. It's the type is timestamp. So go to users, and here we can click on structures, and we're going to tell it to add deleted at above created at. So we're going to click here, look for remember token, which is this. It will add that field below it. So hit enter. Add deleted at. The type is timestamp. I just saw it now. Timestamp. There's no length of values and nothing else. What we're just going to do is to click save. I think we should also leave it null. I'll go back to structure and make sure that it's nullable. See, all these other ones are nullable. We need to set it to null here. You know, when it is null, it means that if somebody is filling a form and didn't enter any value for it, it will not throw any error. So we're going to click select null, click save. If there is it's throwing an error, I think I should delete it and recreate it again. So I'm going to click on structure. I have to delete it and create it again. Structure. As usual, I can just delete out all these parts that I made a little mistake, but it also means that if you make that mistake, you will not know how to solve it. So I like to leave my mistakes. So null, we set it to null. Set this to timestamp. Set it to deleted at and click save. Works perfectly. So if we refresh this page now, this error will go. So every time you get an error in Laravel, always look at what is written here. It's usually where the problem is from. So it makes sense. So this is the first user that exists in our database, Dave, Ozalo, whatever, and mail, and this is the password. As you can see, this is not the password I entered. And in case you don't understand, this is the encrypted password. So Laravel takes whatever normal password you entered and transforms it into this gibberish that nobody can understand. This is to help prevent hackers from easily gaining access to the database and seeing what your password is. So